Has he really found a way to surpass an ascended Saiyan? Is that possible?
And this is to go even further beyond!
How is he generating that much power?
I'm not finished!
So yeah, I took the time to learn how to do a short charge or whatever. It took me quite a few attempts, more than what I did there. Obviously, I edited that stuff or whatever, kind of sped that up a bit, and yeah, uh, to do what I did there. By shine sparking into Dragon or whatever, as you kill him, as you take out the rest of his health, you'll obtain an infinite blue suit or whatever um, if you press the dash button. Um, you'll lose your charge. Well, you'll lose the glitch. Um, it'll run out. Um, if you hold down or whatever, it'll treat it like as if you charged up a shine spark. Well, it's charged up a charge or whatever, like you would normally or whatever. Um, Makes getting past that one section a bit faster. You can also do a short charge for those two items back there. What I did there, it's a clip you can do or whatever to. This is kind of the same thing. To do that without like the gravity suit. Well, you can do that without the gravity suit or whatever if you get that far. You won't need the speed booster. Here's another short charge you can do.
This is actually how many hits it takes if you're just sitting here short charging like this or whatever, into him or whatever, into Dragon. I believe it's actually about as powerful or double the damage of what a super missile is on Dragon, so yeah, it's pretty useful.
If you do that though, it won't work. I believe you have to hit him or whatever for it to work that way with shots and stuff. I didn't know you could hold the aim down and aim up button or whatever to make Samus just aim up like in a crouch. That's kind of how you're supposed to freeze that Metroid. Back there, I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to have been able to do that or whatever without without the plasma beam to get that super missile. Thought I'd show that off. You can do this without even doing a quick charge even. I'll explain how to do a short charge in a minute. I'm still trying to just like I did back there or whatever, you
For this, hold the down button. Have Samus do what she just did there. And, after that, jump. It's been a minute since I haven't done this very many times or whatever. It's really easy to do, actually, but, I just learned that you can do this. Yeah, aim up after you do that or whatever to get Samus to click through the blocks and then just jump. Yeah, this here is, you have to do it a little bit differently, and you have to freeze that dude or whatever at that exact moment that I just did it. This, with the Metroid, you just have to kind of crouch or whatever, and it would be about at the spot where you need to freeze him or whatever, the Metroid, and then aim up when you're crouching, and then shoot it, and then do that other stuff I did to do that. For this, you have to be standing, and you have to freeze it, or whatever, at that exact moment, and then you crouch, and then you jump from the crouch, and you go through it. That's how that is done, and you can do that or whatever to, get the spring ball a bit fast. I think that's faster in the normal way. I would imagine that probably is. It makes it possible to do, well, you can go straight through Meridia, actually, without the gravity suit, and even the speed booster, even. I mean, I kind of show that off, I think, at one point in this video, but, I'm doing here, quick charging definitely makes this easier, so just doing a short charge here. You have to do a horizontal shine spark to get through this.
You don't even have to do a quick charge in order to do this. You just do a normal shine spark. You have to be able to do a short charge for this. I think it's faster to do to get this missile tank than just wall jumping up to it, maybe. If you come from this direction and want to exit from this direction after getting the grapple beam, you had the other short charges I was showing off. There,
except for this one. I think you can do this or whatever with just the lowest level of short charge. I think I'm doing the lowest level of short charge here. There are higher levels of short charges. How you pretty much do a short charge is, do a, you know, it's, what I'm doing to do a quick charge or whatever is a stutter step. That's what it's called, and I think you can do this without it, but, without a stutter step, but you would do it, but it's faster to use, it's better to do a stutter step or whatever in order to, it makes it a tad bit faster or whatever to do a short charge or whatever. This one you kind of have to do a higher level, okay, so I don't know what that was, in my previous attempt at trying to record this part of this video, I didn't do a very good job explaining this. I don't know. Whenever I looked back at the footage, this is a higher level of short charge. Here, what I'm doing here, how you kind of do a short charge or whatever. You do a stutter step and you tap the dash button twice. The timing's about, for the taps, when you're tapping the dash button, it's like, it's about that fast. That's a short charge 2. What I'm doing here is a short charge 3. I'm pretty sure that's the naming of it. The naming's a bit weird. I mean, I don't know. I'm not really sure if, you have to do a stutter step or not, or if it just extends your distance, or if it shortens the distance or not, or I don't know. I mean, I haven't tried it recently. The footage I recorded like maybe a week or 2 ago. I don't remember. So I'm going back through and redoing this. This one, the one I'm doing here, I had a bit harder of a time. I think I had to do a short charge 3 here. Short charge 3 is, it's a bit more complicated. The timing's a bit more weirder. I actually have to do, slow the emulator speed down in order to order to do it. A short charge 2, I might be able to do it without save states now, I'm not sure, but, just to kind of help out, whenever you just trying to get the timings or whatever, because there's a lot of timing, goes down with this trick that you need to kind of understand. The timing's pretty fast or whatever. It might even be frame perfect, I'm not sure, some of these. That's why I have to do, speed up the emulator speed. I'm getting to the point where I might be able to do, short charge 2s, maybe, just without save states even or whatever, but it may take me like 2 to 5 attempts maybe. I mean, if I'm doing short charge 3s or whatever, I have to increase the emulator speed, but I might have been able to do it without save states before without very much. I don't remember. Was it with save states or what was it? Was it without? I don't remember. Increasing the emulator speed. I don't remember exactly. Which one it was? If it was both, then short charge 2s though. I mean, there's not much of a reason for you to need to learn much more than that. If most of the tricks you can do in this game are of short charge 2s, if you're using for short charging, anyways. Short charge 3s. There are a couple of tricks, really useful tricks you can do. Not very many, but for that. But it can help if you're doing a speed. You know, but if you're doing a short charge 3, the timing is more like this. You know, 3 taps. Short charge 2. It seems like you're practically just doing the 2 taps after. I mean, really quickly after you do the stutter step. With short charge 3, you're just doing that 1, and then there's a bit of a pause, not that much, and then you do the. That's what it seems like, or whatever. And then you do the double tap. If you're doing all this and trying to do a horizontal shine spark or whatever, it's that's a bit even harder. That's a bit more harder to do because of all the inputs you're doing at once. I mean, that's almost 10 inputs, I think. You have to do all those pretty quickly, and almost 10 inputs. But to give you kind of an idea when you're gonna press the dash button or whatever, you don't want to be holding it down or whatever. You're just practically pressing it, pressing the dash button. As soon as you start moving, you want to do the stutter step, and then about 1 or 2 blocks away, you want to press the button once, the dash button once, and then about 3 to 4 blocks away from that, it might be 3 and a half. You're gonna want to press it again, and then 3 and a half away from that to 4, possibly 3. You want to press it again. That's if you're doing a short charge 3. I'm not sure if you have to do a stutter step or not to be able to get it off. Whenever I'm doing a stutter step, you know, sometimes I would mistime the stutter step and not get the short charge 3. That kind of caused issues for me there. Because, you know, the stutter step's 2 taps of, you know, the button that you use to move Samus, or the joystick, or control pad, or whatever you're using, depending on what controller you're using, or if you're using a keyboard or something like what I do. Because of how fast Samus is moving or whatever, it's practically that fast. I think I was playing on 8x9, I think it was, in the emulator. So if you're playing like in the simulator, it's typically, if you're playing on an actual SNES, it's either 8:7 or 4:3 aspect ratio. And I think I was playing on 8:7. Those are the only 2 settings if you're using SNES 9X on the simulator. If you're using 4:3, I'm pretty sure it's slower, a bit slower. So yeah, so those 3 to 4 blocks are Samus moves that quickly, and that, yeah. So that's it. Takes some timing. Yeah. That's kind of what you would need to do a short charge, either short charge 2 or 3. you would need to do a short charge 3 if you were to do a you can do one like in Red Brinstar or whatever, where you normally need the ice beam, but to get back up. If you don't know how to wall jump whenever you get the high jump boots, or if you try bomb jumping up that or whatever, but whatever, it's there might be a higher level of short charge. I don't know. Where you do 4 taps. But I don't know. It might just be 3. Like I said, the naming.
This is plasma. This is what would happen if you came in here with a plasma beam to against Crocomire. I mean, it completely annihilates him. Thought I'd show that off. This you can do this, the super missile gate glitch, or you can use missiles or whatever. You might be able to use the beam. I did it rather recently or whatever, actually. In something with missiles, because I ran out of supers, but nah. But you can get over here without the wave beam if you wanted to. Suppose make things a little faster instead of going over there to get the wave beam or whatever, maybe. But I don't know. And you know, not getting the wave beam until like Ridley, after you beat Ridley. But since you're gonna be exiting out in that direction, that wouldn't be a bad idea.
This how I instantly got all these items here. I came down here, did the one trick to get into Ridley's hideout or whatever. In the previous video, in the previous Sigma's Breaking Tricks for Super Metroid video, got down here or whatever with only 3 energy tanks, a few missiles or whatever. There was a Taz that I watched or whatever that I kind of followed. I didn't do everything exactly the way that. I mean, I didn't have to watch it if I wanted to do it, but I don't remember. That might have been where I learned the trick from. I don't remember. Or it might have been another video that I watched. That I don't know. I don't remember.
When about as you jump through the door, about right here, you're gonna want to
press the jump button, the shoot button. I think you're gonna want to press the down and up button. Press the down and up button as well, and the dash, and item cancel as well. And I think that's all the buttons you're supposed to press in between that. The loading time of it. That's what it's doing here, loading. This trick is called the golden
Tourizo code.
This moment that
and if you do it right, that gives you every single item in the game except for the screw attack. Whenever you do it, though, you're gonna want to go into your menu and turn off the spazer beam, because it's for some reason all beams are activated whenever you do it. I mean, there is a glitch you can, to activate all of those beams at once or whatever that you can do normally in the game or whatever without doing that trick, but just like whenever you want. But that gives you 300 reserve energy, about 700 regular energy, which is in totals out to 7 energy tanks. Your health doesn't read 99 anymore. It just reads 00 for some reason. I don't know. And it will always say that until you. I don't know if it counts the items that you already got. Um, but the items that you didn't get or whatever, you can have over 100% of items. That's what I'm saying. That's one way you can have over 100% items in Super Metroid by doing that trick. Um, gives you over 100 regular missiles, 20 supers, 20 power bombs. That's what the maximum is. That's what it will read once you do the trick. Yeah, pretty nice trick. It's called the Golden Tourizo code. The developers left it in to left it in or whatever whenever they made the game, but it's trick's cool enough to have multiple types, a different type of any percent. I'm not sure if a regular 100% is allowed like that. There is another type of 100% like on speedrun.com or whatever that involves that trick. I don't know if you can use it in the regular 100% leaderboard, but
I showed this up, whatever, to get that reserve tank and the missiles. So you can do it or whatever. You can just use bombs or whatever to get up there if you want to. Because of this, me doing this is like the second this footage of me doing this is like the second attempt of me doing this, so I'm doing it much cleaner than I did my first try. Took me quite a bit of attempts on my first try. It made me go back to that area and think that maybe I could just wall jump up there instead of just bomb jump. And you can. I don't remember ever being able to do that, but I'm not sure if I've ever done it. I think I have. You can do the same thing here, whatever, without the space jump. You have to kind of manipulate the golden pirates here so you can wall jump up there without getting hit by them. That's what's annoying about this. The most annoying part, the wall jump is probably easier than that, but there are people who have done this or whatever in speedruns that I've seen, like on speedrun.com or whatever, but videos, most speedruns, you're supposed to have a video or whatever. Has to be real time recording or whatever, and I think you can, I think it depends on the rules or whatever, if you're allowed to have, if it doesn't matter or whatever about in-game time. From my understanding, you're supposed to have real time. I
don't remember exactly. I think I remember seeing runs though without that, but for some reason, it's been a minute since I've seen anything like that. I went down here to show you can do this to these ninja pirates with the X-ray. Yeah, it also gives you the X. For some reason, whenever you do the Golden Tourizo glitch or whatever, I don't know, code, it is something that the developers left in. But if you do the Golden Tourizo trick, the grapple beam and the X-ray visor don't show up. What's I doing here? I think I was trying to show that you can make a wall jump in that room. Infinite jumping or whatever, wall jumping off the wall. Being able to do that or whatever allows you to make it through this room without losing your infinite jump. So you don't have to fall all the way down and get back up or whatever, and you know, start infinitely jumping again or whatever. I think that's what I was showing off there. Here's another, the higher level of short charge. This is a really good one or whatever. There's another way to do this trick. It might actually save like 5 minutes in total, maybe, as it takes a long time. I'm not sure, something like that. It takes a long time to be able to shoot through these gates or whatever. There is another way to do this, but
because of the way the room's designed, you can kind of follow the thing I did with that one room or whatever to kind of give you an idea when you need to press the buttons. You have to diagonal shine spark into the wall there. In this case, it would help to, I think you kind of have to hold down the aim up button in order to do this. Before you press the jump button to do the shine spark. But getting in the spot where I was and shine sparking this or whatever, you'll end up in the wall like this or whatever. And if you turn after that or whatever, you turn right and then wait to for one of the rinkers to hit you. And as you do that, you jump and I guess it doesn't have to be at the same time though, but I think you have to get one of the rinkers to hit you. I don't know. Just about at the same time, I guess. I don't remember exactly. You have to, was I gonna crouch there? I think you have to jump as you, from my memory, as you get hit by it, by the rinka, and then you press the button or whatever to do it, crouch. I think you have to do all that at the same time, I don't remember, something like that. I get stuck where I was, and then I think you turn left after that, and then you jump through the thing, and yeah, I haven't done this stuff too many times, it's been a while. It's been like a month or two since I've done it, but gonna have to learn how to do it again. Oh, you don't need a bunch of items to do this. To get through this final part of the game. Like I said, there are 2 ways to do that. It involves freezing a rinka, from my memory. I think something else. I think there's something about it that involves you also getting hit by another rinka, and then you go through it like in the same. There's a similar glitch in Zero Mission that you do for that, but I haven't been able to do it that way. But
I decided to show this off again because I didn't really know how to do this properly before this glitch. Instead of aiming up like I was doing in that one video, I mean I know I'm failing a lot here or whatever, but because I think I was neglecting to press the X-ray visor at certain time. I mean, use the X-ray visor, or after getting the murder beam off, I'd press the button, the fire button again, and that would crash the game. But if you just do it, fire it to the left. Instead of aiming up and stuff or whatever. the game doesn't crash. It doesn't really crash or whatever whenever you do it. I mean, as you've seen or whatever, it's better. It's just better to aim. I mean, it's just better to fire it to the left instead of firing it up, trying to fire it up, because most of the time I think that actually causes the game to crash. Most of the time it would crash if I did that. If you do it like that or whatever, unless you do something stupid like I was doing there or whatever with the X-ray visor, accidentally press the button multiple times, or it won't crash. Let me just tell you. And the reason why I'm showing this off here, because I'm also trying to show yeah, I was trying to show the stand-up glitch. It's kind of hard to tell because I put 2 murder beams in the room at once. Whenever you do this, this will happen. If you only put 1 in here, then it won't. The graphics and stuff won't flash and stuff like it's doing right now. But you have to stand up. You have to have more than 4 energy tanks, I think, more than 3.
To be able to stand up after he uses the hyper beam. Yeah, you need 4 energy tanks, more than 4, after he uses the hyper beam. Then you can stand up again. And I think I've showed off being able to do that a couple of times. I don't know. I've done it multiple times. I've stood up multiple times, but I never really did this afterwards. I just stood up and started firing stuff back at him. I didn't understand how to do it properly, but after you stand up, you finish all your health off or whatever, and Mother Brain will just try and fire the hyper beam for a second time, and the mini Metroid will attack him or whatever while Samus is standing up instead of on the ground. Whenever you do this or whatever, you also have to because after this, there's a couple of other things you need to do after this or whatever, or you're gonna be I guess you can call it a soft lock, I don't know.
I think you'll see what I'm talking about, but kind of, because the graphics are flashing. It's kind of weird. If you have to jump at that moment or whatever, so Samus doesn't get stuck on the ground or whatever. I think if that happens or whatever, from my memory, the fight just continues normally after that, and you get the hyper beam and stuff. But you can see it took me quite a few attempts to do this.
This is what happens if you're in the wrong spot after you need to jump, like, back here. Where was it? If you're on the ground, he'll, yeah, that'll happen. You have to be in the air and jumping and stuff or whatever, so that won't happen. Before the very Metroid starts moving towards you to try and heal you. Yeah. I believe you can get a blue suit too if you, try and do the sequence where the baby Metroid takes all your health before this fight. If you're in the wrong spot, you have to be all the way over here, I think. After this part, that one part, and this trick I just got finished talking about. You have to be on this side, I'm pretty sure. My Mother Brain will just be endlessly pelting you with attacks and stuff or whatever. She'll just kind of be stuck in this animation or whatever, and you can't really kill her. I think I sat here for
quite a while, and even though she's all red and stuff like this or whatever, you still can't kill her like that, but I'm pretty sure. But I sat there for a long time, but I edited quite a bit of that stuff out, cut out stuff, and yeah. As long as you stand in that particular position I am right now, you can hit the mother brain while the Metroid's healing you, instead of shooting it. And yeah, as long as you do all this right or whatever, you'll get the hyper beam and get through the sequence or whatever. As long as you don't cause the emulator speed to slow down or whatever, and well, do all this crap I did or whatever, it probably would. Doing this makes this fight faster, I'm pretty sure, because you're shooting him or whatever through the entire animation that when Samus is supposed to be on the ground or whatever and not doing anything through the time that the baby Metroid's healing you. Take out quite a bit of his health while all that's happening, but after the baby Metroid comes in and swoops in to save you also, but and takes health, even more health off, but as long as you do it right, yeah, this will work. Might be able to do this with just one. It might be even faster if you just use one murder beam or whatever. And it's nowhere near as slow than what it is normally, and faster if you just do that trick without the murder beam at all. I'm not sure, but so after sitting here for about for that amount of, for about 10-20 minutes maybe, just seeing Mother Brain getting her ass really kicked compared to what you're able to do or whatever normally probably on your first playthrough and what you're expected to be able to do. Yeah, this here, it's a reset glitch. And whenever you do this, I believe you can cause other glitches to happen or whatever. Or you might have to do some editing in Smile or whatever in order for that to work. I'm not sure, but this glitch, though, does work. It's able to work. If you turn on this, if you make the plasma and spacer turned on together and have the wave beam off, and then fire it like you're firing the murder beam, it goes into that or whatever. You can, it might cause a game to crash if we do it again. I don't remember. I think it. I don't remember. you can shoot. I think this happens if you're in this room. I don't know if you have that on. If you're right next to doors, like right next to it, um, that won't happen. Um, and you can fire the beam normally without the game crashing or anything or whatever. If you try to do that in certain areas or whatever, the game will crash and stuff. That's another way you can do it. You can do that or whatever. That also works. As you can see, the game's reset to the very beginning as if as if nothing ever happened. And if you go back into your ship, and then, yeah, I think you have to have save or something. I don't remember. Have to have a save file. Restart the game and go to that file or whatever. It'll start you in Cirrus, as you're about to see. And you can fight fake Ridley or whatever with that equipment. You'll have every single item whenever you're fighting fake Ridley or whatever in the space colony in Cirrus. Well, the space colony is Cirrus. That's what the space colony is called. What? Gravity suit? What the? I don't remember that from Metroid 1.
With the reset glitch, like I was saying, there were other glitches I think you might be able to do. I don't know. That also seemed that you might be able to do. Like there's a couple of them that involve it skips to the ending event after you destroy Mother Brain or whatever, when the planet's exploding and stuff or whatever. That's what some of them involve. And I never really did any of those, so. But yeah, to do that probably would make things a bit quicker. I have to figure out how to do it, but you actually have to just hit him with normal shots in order to progress this, but using super missiles and stuff don't actually do anything. Charge shots don't do anything either. Yeah, the gravity suit and everything or whatever, fake Ridley's not doing anything to us. Well, I really am calling him fake Ridley or whatever. He has a different enemy thing or whatever. It's a different enemy or whatever that you would put it into the game or whatever, like in Smile, and it's called fake Ridley. And he's holding the Metroid and stuff, and like he's doing right now or whatever, not the fight on Zeebs or whatever, you know, and he only does like a certain amount, like crap for damage, you know. I think he was doing like 30 energy or whatever per hit with the power suit. Which is, with Samus only having the power suit, and later in the game or whatever, he's doing 60 damage or whatever with the gravity suit. You know, but, because we have the gravity suit in this particular instance or whatever, he's only doing like 2 damage or whatever, but, there's also, there's something called the game behavior menu in Smile. You can change, there's this little section where it's called fake Ridley hits or whatever, and change the amount of hits you're able to, how many hits it takes for him to go down. So, it's either, I guess that's in Hex, I don't know, I've never really messed around with it that much. So it's either 64 hits or 100 hits, you know, so, I know for a fact, you know, that the enemies and stuff, normally or whatever, are in Hex. I've experimented with that stuff way more often, and that is the case, but, no escape signals. You're trapped, Samus. him to fight Ridley forever and ever on Cirrus. um. Um.
Will Matt ever have a life? Can he get his piece of channel off the ground? Stay tuned for his next upload on Behold My Strength 456.
You live an endless life forever. All the darkness, the dozens, and the dusk, throw it all away. You see a light wherever you go.